When it comes to curved surfaces, we're kind of at a loss in SketchUp to create edges on them. I mean, you can create a vertical edge, no problem. But when you try to create an edge that goes across a curve, it doesn't really work. It goes through the volume of the object. It doesn't go on the surface. If you try to draw a circle and place it on a curved surface, it may look okay from one angle, but when you rotate around, you'll realize that it's planar. It does not wrap around onto the curved surface at all. Fredo has written another great script called Tools on Surface, which allows you to draw edges directly on curved surfaces. I already have it loaded, so I'll go ahead and open the Surface Operations tool palette. And while I'm at it, I'll open up Joint Push Pull, because these two sets of tools really work together. Tools on Surface are perfect for creating window and door openings in curved walls. For example, draw a circle with radius 20 feet. Give it quite a few segments. Let's type in 60s to set segments for this curved room. Use the Offset tool and offset the edge inward, a distance of 2 feet. And then delete the inner portion. Push-pull the ring up to a height of 12 feet. Let's take a look at this toolbar. You have the Line on Surface tool, Rectangle on Surface, and so on. You can create all of these different shapes on a surface. I'll start by using the Arc tool. I'll click a point right about here, another point over in this area, and then I'll set the curvature of the arc by clicking a third point. Now this arc is actually a curved entity that exists in the surface of this curved wall. So it's really quite a sophisticated thing. I'll use the Line on Surface tool to draw a line vertically down here, and I'll do it again on the other side. Now I want to lock this inference in the blue direction, so when it highlights in blue, I'll hold the Shift key down, and I can be sure that I'm getting a vertical line. It subdivided this surface. If this is going to become a door opening, then I need to push that through. But remember, the Push-Pull tool won't work because it's a curved surface. So we have to use the Joint Push-Pull tool. I'll push it back, and then I'll set the distance at 2 feet and press Return again. It works except for the fact that it did not delete this inner surface. I need to select that and delete that manually. There's also a construction point here at the center point of this arc, which we can delete if we want to. Next on the agenda is to create a rectangular window adjacent to this door opening. This tool works a little bit differently than the Rectangle tool does in SketchUp. With this tool, we need to start in the middle of the window. I'll click a point and move the cursor over horizontally. Before I click again, I'll type in a value of 4 feet. This will make an 8-foot wide window. Then I can move the cursor up, and you can see what's happening. I'll type in 3 feet in the height, and that will make a 6-foot high window. So now we have these contour lines that exist on the surface of the curved wall. And again, we can use Joint Push-Pull to give us the window opening. Pre-select the surface, use Joint Push-Pull, push it back, type in 2 feet, enter, enter, and then delete the inner surface. Again, we have a construction point at the center of the window. The softening isn't done correctly here. We need to touch this up with the Eraser tool by holding down Option-Shift to reclaim these edges as crisp edges. Just to show you, you can also have some pretty outlandish shapes here that are very easy to create. Here I'll make a pentagonal window in the same fashion that I made the rectangular one. And then I just need to touch it up with Eraser using Option-Shift to turn off softening on all of these edges. Now we have a form here that would be very difficult to create in any other way. The last thing I'll point out about Tools on Surface is the Offset Contour on Surface tool. This is analogous to the SketchUp Offset tool, except that this one works on curved surfaces. Because we have such a complex geometry going here, we'll give this tool a little help by pre-selecting the surface and edge that we're interested in. And then we'll go up here and select the tool. That limits the amount of calculation that has to happen. We can click here and offset a contour. Then, of course, I can go back. Let me zoom in a little more. Select this surface, joint push pull it out a little bit to create a frame. Let's make it just 2 inches out. And then I'll go in with the eraser tool and get rid of some of these edges. And we now have a nice treatment on the outside of the wall here, as if it was part of the trim.